All right, this is this is what sports is all about. When you think about a winner take all and on to the next round, as a player, as a coach, as a broadcaster even, how exciting are moments like this?
They're really exciting. I mean, this is what you work so hard all off season, all preseason, and all season to position yourself for these moments. So it's really exciting for our group. I'm proud of our group for putting ourselves in this position, but we're not done yet. You know, it's an important one coming out for us, and we're ready to go.
For you, Steph, 10 years ago, make the final. Is it weird now, just one win away from this whole full circle moment for you?
What's weird is just the layouts have been so different in every time I've been a part of it. And coming back full circle and doing it with Bree, with Tosh, with Rima, who was on our 2012 team, Austin, who was a practice guy on that team. It just makes it special. I think every single one of us believed that we could be in this position, but with everything that has happened throughout the course of this season, I think being able to be one game away, being able to play in a game 5 in a series like this, it just makes everything that we went through worth it.
Does it add that you get to play against Vegas, a team that has sort of like defined the last few years of W?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think anytime that you get a chance to play against the best, and you get a chance to play against a franchise who's won multiple champions, and certainly like my history of Becky and I being in the same class and competitors for so long, and somebody that I ultimately respect so much, it makes it fun. It makes it fun to share experiences with one another and with the group that we have.
You comfortable with how physical this series has been? And the other series seemed even more physical.
Well, I already got fined for supporting Cheryl, so yeah, which I think is crazy. But look, I think there's nothing that we want more than just consistency. That's what I would say.
I'm not going to get you fined either, but when you game plan for certain things, you look at matchups, you look at schemes, you can't game plan for a whistle. Is that something you just have to wait till the game gets started and see how it's going to go?
Well, I mean, if it was consistent throughout 40 minutes, maybe. I think you just have to adjust, and that's the thing. Like, players are gonna be able to adjust to how it's gonna be called. If it starts one way and it can stay that way, that'd be ideal. But you can game plan for a lot of things, but at the end of the day, it's players making plays. We can game plan for first, second, third actions in offense, and then it comes down to, do you know personnel? Can you put your players in position where they can make their plays? And so there's a lot of things that are in our control that we have to maintain control of.
This team is 3-0 in elimination games this postseason. What does that say about this group?
I just think that this group has had a lot of moments where we felt like our back is against the wall. Whether it meant that in our season or not, I think everything that we've gone through has positioned us to be able to handle moments like this. And whether we come out on the winning side or not, being able to handle those ebbs and flows, being able to handle times where adversity strikes, being able to handle disappointment, setbacks, all of those things have positioned us to understand what it means when your back is against the wall.
How are the Vegas fans? Listening on TV, hearing the Indy fans, pretty loud, pretty crazy. How are the Vegas fans?
They're great. It's loud, it's crazy, and it's a show. My first game that I came to here in Vegas, I think I was calling a game. I can't remember what year it was, and I remember it was just thinking that it was so much fun, such an electric arena, and it was a show, so it was a lot of fun to be a part of.
It kind of feels like you guys have had like multiple seasons within this season, just because of like.
It does. I've aged about 5 years.
I guess within that context, is there a moment, a game, on the floor, off the floor, where it really set in for this staff or for you that like this group was like capable of a run like this?
I think that every time we're game planning and prepping and watching the film, we always believe that we can put our players in positions for success. And I think that because we're problem solvers, it seems like every time we lost a player, it'd be like, okay, we would have our moments, and then we'd turn our attention to, okay, well, how can we continue to put our teams in position to be successful? And I think that has really just allowed us to stay the course. I don't know if there was one moment outside of, feeling a little bit of that fight, that resilience at Connecticut that we talked about. But I don't know if there's one moment more so than just this group is really open to our thinking and really open to our adjustments and our changes, and they'll go out and they'll try anything. and because of their flexibility and because of my coaching staff and their ability to think outside the box and tweak and make changes, we've been able to put ourselves in positions to win ball games.
Does it feel like you're still learning like this particular iteration of your team?
Yeah, but I do feel like this team is the one that has been together for the longest throughout the course of this. I don't know if it's true or not, but it might be the team that's consistently been together for the longest period of time.
Do you feel like are you a little impressed, I guess, in a sense, of the way that your team has been able to kind of be open-minded, like you were saying, in the sense that it's just like it's a lot of new players that you brought in the off-season. It's also a lot of young players, players that were also brought in mid-season. It's not like this was a group that's been playing together for 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, I mean, I think number one, it starts with the type of players that we have, and Amber and Kelly just such a great job of getting coachable players who just want to be great, who want to continue to learn, who want to continue to develop, who haven't been in some of these types of moments. So for us, I think we've got a really good group that just wants to continue to push the envelope. And I feel like we've been blessed because every time we get a little bit closer, they've allowed us to push us a little bit, push them a little bit more. And not every group is like that, and I'm really thankful that this group is.
Who's the spearhead of that, do you think?
I mean, I think certainly AB, Kelsey, as far as being on the floor, the two that have really been here the longest, that are playing. Lexie, the same. Just being so accepting and trying whatever we ask them to try.
All these elimination games, does it feel like the NCAA tournament all over again? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played a team 5 times in a row ever, so this is a transition, and it's new and exciting and fun, and we're grateful to be here.
Yeah, I keep thinking about your team, like how you don't have a ton of WNBA playoff experience, but a ton of you guys have won NCAA titles. Like, there's a lot of that one and done experience.
Yeah, I think that's what, I mean, when your backup is up against the wall, you either win or you go home, and I think that kind of channeling that NCAA tournament experience definitely helps.
Lex, what does it say about this group just being 3-0 in elimination games?
The resiliency. We're not ready to quit. We're ready to put up a fight, and especially when we know that it's either season's over or you win, that we are coming out and putting our best foot forward and trying to win. I think it just goes to show that we're continuing to fight every single day.
Not to use a Vegas pun, but does it feel like you guys are playing with house money right now?
Oh. That's funny.
I know you. I don't know if you always hit on 16 when you're playing blackjack or not, but I
I
always
do.
Hit, I know
I
you
do.
always hit. When you know what the Indiana fans appreciate about you, you're getting your face smashed in, you're diving for loose balls. Is that part of the, hey, every play matters because it's win or we're going home?
Yeah, I mean, I think you can tell by the way we play that we want it. And we're in Vegas. We weren't dealt the best hand this season. I think that can be agreed upon. But I think the way that we're continuing to play and showing people that we can win with that hand. And I think that just goes to show that I'm proud of this group. We're proud of each other, and we're surprising people. And it's an exciting time to be in.
It's a great story, and hopefully it's not over yet.
For sure. We want to keep playing.
I know your coaches are always talking about 50-50 balls and urgency and all of that, but is there ever a sense of them being like Lexie, easy with the back and all? Or?
Yeah, I mean, there's plays where they're like, Lexie, you didn't need to do that. And I was like, if I could control myself and say, don't dive for that ball, don't get on the ground, I would probably take some of those plays off, but there's just something in me that I can't. My body hates me at times, for sure.
Is this what is growing up in awfully basketball family? Is this what it's all about when you play a game where you know it's all on the line?
Yeah. I mean, that's what, we play months in the year, and we play for these moments. We're playing for the games in end of September and October, and I think that's what makes this so fun, is that we've been through so much, but now we're getting to kind of reap the benefits of all that hard work and play in games that really matter.
How are the Vegas fans playing in front of this crowd here?
It's a great crowd, but I think obviously we love playing at home. We love and appreciate all the fans that come to Vegas and have come this season on our away trips. So, I mean, it's fun to play here, but more than anything, it's fun to play in front of our fans.
It must give you confidence. You've won on this floor. You won game 1.
Yep.
In the series.
Yeah, we've been here. We just got to do it one more time.
What do you think of the job Aaliyah's been doing this series?
I mean, she's a force in the paint, and we wouldn't have won last night's game, any of our games without her. So I'm proud of her ability to be consistent and continuing to impact the game, not only offensively, but her ability to impact Asia's game defensively has been huge for us this series.
Having been with the Fever for so long now, and a couple of pretty down years, honestly, what does it mean to still be with the franchise as you get to be in this stage?
I mean, it's awesome. I mean, you've seen obviously our fan base grow, but there's fans that have been here the whole time. There's players. I mean, Kelsey's been here forever, her whole career. So to be able to kind of be in this moment and appreciate where we've come and where we're continuing to go. This is the best time to be in the Fever franchise.
Did you used to watch the playoffs when you guys weren't in it the first couple of years, or?
Honestly, I checked the ESPN scores, but like every other team, they're in Cancun enjoying their offseason.
We know Steph led the Fever to the finals 10 years ago. Just from a personal perspective, how cool would that be to get her back there?
Full circle. That's what first day of training camp, that's our goal, is to make it to the finals. So to be able to do that with this group, with what we've been through, with her leading the ship, it'd be really awesome.
Lexie, there's that game obviously where you had 2 season-ending injuries happen, right? And like it felt like, I don't know, if you think back to that moment, and Ari goes down, Sid goes down, and you guys are just like, well, what do we do next? How do you kind of like think back on that now, seeing how far you guys have come since that game?
Yeah, I mean, every injury we've seen on our team this year has been emotional, and you don't want to see any player get injured, especially a player on your team, especially a season-ending injury. So I think that just we've been able to grow together and kind of put our arms around each other and be there for one another when things are really dark, and it's like, why this, why us, why another thing? But we continue to show up every single day, love on each other, support each other, and try our best out on the court, and I think that's what you see. I think that helps us win games, especially in the margins.
It would be easy for so many teams to just kind of cater after, there was those 2, then obviously Soap goes down, Kaylin doesn't come back, but you guys seem like you truly believed that, you wanted to keep fighting, that didn't waver. Is that how it was, at the time?
Yeah, I think it goes to show you the type of people we have in our locker room, that we're not willing to give up. We are going to keep fighting regardless of what we have in front of us. And I think that starts from our coaching staff, giving us the confidence to go out there regardless of who's out there or who's on the roster at the time, that we can really attack anyone and win any game. And it starts with them. We've heard from Steph a million times, fear no one, and that's been the motto. We are going to continue to fight regardless of what we have in front of us.
Growing up playing ball, are these the kind of games and moments you look forward to, and when they're here, you embrace them?
I think so. I think any competitor at this level has aspirations to want to be here. I think it's an opportunity for us to kind of enjoy it. It's definitely an enjoyable moment. The fans, the atmosphere, the support from your family. I think collectively it's just a good opportunity, a good moment to have.
Your journey with the Fever has been well documented, how lowest of the lows and now keep growing higher and higher. How do you continue to build? I know you're never satisfied and you're like, hey, there's more steps to take.
I think it's just about being mindful. For one, being humble, because as high as you could be, then it's as low as you could be. So I think the best way you could be is be in the middle. And I think on top of that is just kind of taking a moment for what it is and growing and having experience in it. But it's definitely, I think everything I went to, I needed to be here. And I wouldn't trade that in for the world. But I think now where I'm at now is the growth that I've obviously overcame, and this is where I am.
Kelsey, what do you think of the job Aaliyah has done this series?
Amazing. I've never doubted AB in any series, in any game. I think her growth, her experience too, is just kind of over time. The last couple of years she's been here, getting the experience she needs to kind of be where she's at right now. But I'm definitely proud of her.
Steph went to the finals 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Have you guys thought about the whole full circle moment for her?
Honestly, no. I think this is also new and surreal for many of us, that we just taking it one day at a time. I've never been here. We got 3 rookies, 2 rookies never been here. So it's a lot of us has never been here and had this opportunity. So I think about it for me right now is just using it as a day of practice, a regular day, a regular moment, as much as I can, even though it's not. But try to keep your mind focused on that a little bit, just to keep you honest.
You guys are so good in elimination games this postseason. What does it say about this group?
We always talk about the resiliency word, but I think it just serves to not quitting, not giving up. We've all been through so much individually, collectively, and I think the last thing that we always thought is giving up, and I don't think that we're going to do that. So.
I was asking Lexie about it. That game where you guys lose Ari and Sid in the same game, at least from the outside it looked like that was one of the biggest blows of the season, just emotionally. Do you remember in that moment how you guys kept pushing and didn't let a game like that or experience like that just cater the entire season? What allowed you to keep saying no, we can keep fighting, we can still do something?
I think I won't speak for them. I love basketball, I love what comes with it. It's always not glisten. It's not always gonna be glitz and glamour. And sometimes it just sucks, and you gotta be a part of the experience. You gotta be a part of the good and bad. And I think that was the bad of it. And it's unfortunate that we had to drop pieces, but I think the fortunate part is that I learned a lot about myself. We learned a lot about our group, and I think the growth that's happened over time is what you guys get to see now. So it sucked on the back end. It was really, really bad, but I think those same guys are helping us be here now. So I think it's just like, I don't know, it's like a full circle moment, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, when you talk about what you learned individually and collectively, what comes to mind?
Like I said, I won't speak for them, but I don't know. I think that when you have bad moments and it's as bad as it's ever been, you don't forget those moments. And when it's as bad and you play in your mind where the bad moments happen at, you don't forget that either. And I think that's growth. I think that is the experience that you need. I mean, last year was my first playoff. And then going into this, I took the experience from last year and try to use it as, fuel for this one. And so that's what I like to think, that the more and more I play, I learn, I adjust, and I adapt. And I hope that's the same for our group.
Did you used to watch the playoffs when you were?
I think the first one I truly watched them through was probably when the Vegas Aces won in their first one. I think everything out of that, I don't think I was as tuned as I've been lately. The last couple of years, I'll be honest. Yeah, it's all just pretty new for me. So it's like the questions y'all ask is just like, it's new.
Right.
I don't know how to adjust, but like I said, y'all, it's just an experience for us all to have. And hopefully we just gonna keep going at it.
New doesn't mean bad, right?
Yeah, no.
Sometimes, don't they always say, like, sometimes if you don't know differently, it can help, right?
Yeah, that's how I feel. I mean, some, like, even the travel and having to go back and forth, it's like, that was new for me. So all of it is just kind of, you don't take them for granted. You just kind of, like, stay in the moment as much as you possibly can.